So this is the third part of analysis of this video that I thought was so easy to analyze, and it turns out it's not so easy because you have different aspects. So the first part, I analyzed all the steps. The second, I corrected actually that what I forgot to tell and the mistake I did about interpreting what's going on with the spiral SAT. And I just realized that actually I forgot to mention what would be the correct reaction at each step, and to avoid all of this basically. So this is what I'm gonna discuss in this part. So let's start. So we assume that he's not doing acrobatics, that he just overreacted due to some perturbation. This happens a lot, and this is a beginner wing. It's not a wing that you would take as a Gene Bolero. It's not a wing you would take actually for acrobatics training typically. So this, and also the pilot reactions also indicate that he's not doing stall. So basically, like yeah, this is my assumption. So overreaction and stall. So solution to that, you train in SIV basically how to be like you're moving different configurations in the air, so you are not scared so much of some little movements of the wing, and you're able to keep your wings up at the rollers if something strange happens. So you're not gonna do like erratic hand moves if you have enough SIV training. So this is not gonna happen then. You don't stall the wing. And if you don't stall the wing, there is no shooting forward, and then there is no shooting forward. But in the case you would stall the wing for some reason, then if you are enough SIV trained, then you're gonna understand this, and you would release this brake in a very early moment, so it wouldn't go behind and it wouldn't shoot forward. And now let's assume you stalled it so far that it goes beyond. Then actually the logical thing to do would be to to stop this shooting forward with a quick and strong brake action. You would be perfectly able to do this if you are trained enough. So it wouldn't go so far to the front, and you wouldn't lose the attention. I mean, this pilot, if he would be trained in stopping like abrupt movement to the front, he would be able to detect it. After enough SIV, without looking at the wing, you would know that the wing is behind and that it's shooting forward. So he would give the brake, and it wouldn't shoot so far, and he would keep the tension in the lines basically. So there would be no this falling under the wing as he's doing, because the wing wouldn't be so far forward. And now there wouldn't be this shooting forward. But let's assume it didn't do this, so he has again a wing shooting forward. Now this configuration is a bit more difficult because he's half twisted. So yeah, it's not something that you train on the SIV. Hard to tell, because then I don't know how it would feel, and yeah, because a lot of these reactions to this type of wing movements, at least from my experiences, is a lot of feeling. Because you don't see the wing, so you just feel what's going on. And now if he's half twisted, I'm not sure if I would know what's happening if I would be half twisted like this. So yeah, but if you would be able to look at the wing at least, then maybe it would be enough to give it again like a brake impulse, so that it doesn't go shoot so much forward. Because now it's shooting forward a lot with very little braking. And again, this is the reason actually now this turning, as I told you, it's not the wing, it's just the pilot being untwisted from this half twist and now going to the other direction. So and if you would stop the wing from shooting forward by this braking, you wouldn't get this collapse. And yeah, and then the twist, hard to say, because shooting forward, braking, from my experience, there would still be quite a lot of force. So he would be twisted in the other way anyway. But maybe if he trains enough stalls, he gets twisted a lot, at least in my experience, and then he would already see this moment of stalling, and he would also rise in the harness We don't know what's happening with his feet, because I cannot see it here, but he would bend his harness. He would have like a body position actually that would help him to, that would minimize, I mean, that would reduce the risk of twisting again. But yeah, if that would help, not sure about this. But anyway, now he is twisted. Yeah, then there's SIV training would just make that he would be pretty chilled out, because yeah, if he does a lot of that stalls, basically from my experience, then you do a lot of twisting. So now you just know you're twisted, and now you just know you go twisted in the spiral. You just throw the reserve directly now. This is yeah, there is nothing you can do. And what he does actually, yeah. So yeah, and that he has this problem with the lines here with this reserve. This is yeah, this is I see no problem with, you know, that SID could help here. I don't know actually what happens with this one line. You can see this line coming here to this handle. This has to be some really nasty error in packing the safety parachute, but I don't have enough experience to be able to say what's going on here with this line. So maybe yeah, some of you who has more experience can comment on that. Yeah, and then yeah, then this is actually all you can do. And then there was at the landing, we've seen that he landed on the back because he had the lines in his feet. I don't believe that there was enough time for him to take the safety knife, and just cut off the wing, because the problem is he has the wing actually entangled in his feet, and this is what makes him fall actually on his back. In theory, he could be falling on his head, and this is actually a moment that you take a safety knife and you are cutting off those lines to save your back to save yourself from being hurt seriously. But there is, let's count the seconds. There is 1, 2, and 3 seconds. So I'm not sure if there would be enough time for that. But probably not. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. As you see, this situation was pretty complex. I'm not sure if this makes sense actually to go into so much detail. Please comment if you enjoyed this this very detailed analysis of this flight, because altogether it's something like 20 minutes over those 3 videos, or maybe it doesn't make sense to analyze in so much detail. Let me know, since we are starting doing this here. I start doing this, so yeah, I'm open for feedback, positive and negative, and yeah, please comment, subscribe, like, and well, you know, the stuff. Have a nice day, and I wish you safe flights.